And good evening, everybody. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Thomas, Eagle, Denelvis, Tommy, how is it going today, guys? Thanks for joining in so early. And you guys do see in the stream title, if you paid any attention to the SCS forums or the blog today, Utah release date is going to be this coming Thursday, November 7th. Cost here in the United States and euros is going to be $11.99, $8.99 if you are in Great Britain for the pounds. What's going to be going on is I am going to be giving away a copy of Utah. That will happen next Thursday. It will all be done through the chat right on the stream. No Gleam IO links or anything like that. And right now, we're going to do a little bit of streaming today. We are sitting in Tacoma, Washington. First load of 44,000 pounds worth of home accessories going over to Kennewick to Baltimore. Yeah, I guess Burlington, Northern Santa Fe is what I had meant to say. So without any further waiting, let's climb into the W900, get the Caterpillar 3406E fired up, and get cruising on down the road.
Okay, here we go.
And in case you guys are wondering where I got my engine sound for this, that is easy, right from Creech Bones Mod version 2.8. And apparently I don't know how to drive today either, because we just kind of tagged that light pole. So we'll have to get our bumper repaired here eventually, maybe not.
Turn left.
And still absolutely no word on the Lone Star. I am still sticking, we're gonna have that by Christmas.
Turn right, and then stay right. Stay right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Because of a couple of dashboard mods that I'm using, my pre-pass is not going to light up, but I can tell by the beeps whether I'm going to get pulled in or if we're going to have the bypass. What we just had were 5 slow beeps. That is the bypass.
Stay right, and then exit right. Exit right. Stay right.
And if you guys haven't not seen the video for Utah, which is on the Steam page, give it a watch. That trailer that they put out is amazing. And apparently my stupid chat has broke on me again. Alrighty, not even 10 minutes in.
Stay left.
There's chat working again. Havoc, November 7th is when it's going to release. So roughly about a week away. That I am going to do toward today's stream is I'm going to be working my way south. Where I want to end up at is in Page, Arizona, and we're going to take a peek across the border into the Glen Canyon Dam, because that is amazing.
Stay right. Stay right.
And of course, just a reminder, Utah is going to require DX11. TX9 is going bye-bye on the next game update, which is 136. I currently am running the 136 beta, so it's getting closer and closer to release. That's either going to release on the day that Utah is released or beforehand. It's not going to be afterwards. Now, if you guys have a system that you are not able to run DX11 on, they are keeping in the alternate render, which is OpenGL, for those who do not have that ability. So it's not like you're going to be left out in the cold. It's just going to be different from what you have now. So apparently what they're going to be giving us with Utah is going to be day one special transport. There's only going to be 2 of them in the state, as Utah's only going to have 10 cities. So the ones that have been mentioned so far, of course, is Salt Lake City, Moab, and Provo. I'm not even sure if we're going to have Provo, I mean Ogden. We do know St. George is also going to be in there, and Vernal is going to be listed as that is one of the, either the delivering or the starting city of one of the special transport loads. As you guys can see in the upper left-hand corner, of course I am running on DX11. If you're curious what my computer specs are and your first time watching, those are listed below the video in the description. Hey Mega, how is it going today? So I am going to apologize in advance. Next Thursday, the title on the stream is going to be very much clickbait. I mean, someone in the chat that day is going to be winning a copy of Steam. The only requirement that I am going to have is that you are in the chat when the winner is drawn, because I'm going to need you to reply. If you don't, within, say, like 3 minutes, I will then choose a new winner. Well, it sounds like you got some unoptimized mods there, Omar. I'm actually back on my main profile that I normally stream on, and so I don't have the amount of mods active. I do have some of them disabled. The ones I do have enabled are an international LT for the LT dealerships. I have the Mac CHU also enabled to enable the Mac dealerships. And other than that, we still got Sissel's Trailer Pack USA. I'm running a Real Company mod. What else do I got in here? There's one called Realistic Roads. That's not so much for the highways, but more for your two-laners. Let's see, what else? Sissel's Mega Accessories I am running. What else? That's hidden barriers in order to hide those ugly end of road X's. That's why you guys don't see them in my stream. What else am I running? Now the question is, did you sell off the trucks or whatnot before you disabled them, Omar? Because if you didn't, that might be part of the issue, and that is one of the ways that you can corrupt your profile.
Stay left.
Yeah, if you're ever going to deactivate a mod, you're going to want to sell off its accessories, trucks, or whatever is in that mod before you deactivate it. I've seen profiles literally get corrupted because someone did not do that, and then when that happens, you basically have no choice but to start over. Good evening, AJ. How are you doing this Friday? I don't remember telling you that. searching for something in the workshop and no results came up, that was basically Steam being wonky. Any mods that you did have downloaded continued to work and were loaded with your game from the workshop. So, I mean, that's all that was last weekend that I know about.
Stay right.
Hey,
then
Martin,
exit
how are
right.
you going today?
Exit right.
What do you mean, which one crashes? Are you referring to Galimum's Max CHU613 from the Steam, from the SES forums? Hey Ted, how's it going today over there on Mixer?
Stay left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Oh, okay, then maybe I mean, it said it was updated for 135. It might be something with the graphics changes with 136 to where Grimes has to update that
Turn
again.
left.
Hey, War Machine, we're out in the W900 today. And we're just delivering home accessories here to Burlington Northern Santa Fe, otherwise
You
known
have
as
arrived at your destination.
BNSF.
Your route guidance is now finished.
Alright, let's see what we got here. We are working our way south. We're gonna end up right here in Page. So, should we take something a little bit longer, say down to Kingman, or should we go like steps on our way down? Like the next stop would be Lakeview and then somewhere in Nevada. I think we should go step downs. So I'm actually thinking about going to Lakeview, unless you guys want me to go all the way down to Kingman. And the only thing that's going to suck going to Lakeview, or I think it's even on both these jobs with the way that they're going. Yeah, we're going to get that little area right in here, the twisty turny roads. probably like 30 miles an hour, and it sucks. I'm not guaranteed to get anything out of Lakeview going south. Let's go ahead and go right down to Kingman.
Time to hit the road.
On release day, War Machine, next Thursday. Junior, how's it going today? And the giveaway that I'm doing for Utah will be next Thursday in addition. And that's going to be done right during the stream. Flyman, how's it going? Long time no see.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Okay, you're gonna stop for me. Hey, thank you, guy. Yeah, I did figure out through Streamlabs on how to actually do a contest right in the stream, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. No more of that Gleam.io stuff.
Stay right.
Here's the thing though, real life always comes first.
Go straight.
This is the Caterpillar 3406E, or Echo Epsilon, however you want to say this, and it's from Krieshbaum's Engine Mod, version 2.8, which you can get on the SCS forums.
Straight.
At all, Flyman. And the one good thing about the likes, if you guys want to give them, is the more likes I have, the higher I'm going to get on the YouTube watch pages for gaming. So, and it's not a requirement to like, it's not even a requirement to subscribe. And I am definitely not like other YouTubers and expect donations or anything. Hell, as a matter of fact, I don't even have any links for that to happen anymore. Don't even have Super Chat enabled. And for me, it's all about the community, not about how much money I make. The new GUI does look a little, for those who aren't used to it, it looks a little bit weird, but instead of having that big, well, that little small green play button for the games now, it's like a big square right inside that you click on. It's like, boom, you want to launch a game, American Truck Simulator? Click that big green square. Want to play ETS2? Do the exact same thing. So for those who are just joining in, Utah's release date is going to be this coming Thursday, November 7th. Pricing, I'm just going to give some three main ones here. Here in the United States, $11.99. If you're in Europe and you use euros, again, $11.99. If you're in Great Britain, it's $8.99 on the pounds.
Stay right, and then exit right. Exit right. Stay right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Launch pages with the update mark, yes, that's going to be permanent. And of course, someone's already figured out how to go back to the old UI if you wanted to also. I am not going to get into the details on how to do that though. There's already a video that's been posted for it. I don't think we're getting a truck with 136 ply man, at least not the initial release. If we do get a truck, I think it's going to be sometime in December. And I definitely don't think it's going to be 2 trucks this year, like Pablo had mentioned. Although he didn't promise to, he was quote-unquote hoping for 2. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I'll be happy with 1. If we don't get 1 this year, definitely next year. The first truck that we're going to be getting more than likely is the Lone Star, since they teased the dealerships with the opening of the 136 beta. They literally had them visible for everybody to see. Pretty much, now if you are running the International LT mod from the Steam Workshop, if you wanted to see what the international dealers look like yourself, you can go ahead and download that mod and activate it, and that will activate the 5 dealerships that I know about so far. International dealerships are located starting from east going to the west and north. Alamogordo in New Mexico. And Arizona, that is going to be in Flagstaff. Nothing for Utah. In California, it is going to be at Santa Cruz. Northward into Oregon, you're at Salem, and in Washington, that's all the way north in Bellingham. With only 10 cities being in Utah, I mean, you can definitely see almost guaranteed to have a dealership in Salt Lake City, if not 1, possibly 2. St. George, you're probably going to have another one. Let's see. Ogden, you may have another. Vernal, there may be one. I want to see what all the cities are first before I actually say where the dealerships are. SLC is a guarantee. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. For those who are new to the channel, if you don't know who I am a former professional truck driver. I did drive these trucks back in the 90s into the early 2000s. I was an over-the-road driver for several years until I had to come off the road. Wife at the time didn't like it, and of course I had a baby on the way. So I pretty much started driving locally, moving on to coal buckets. As for now, I no longer am part of anything in the trucking industry, so my knowledge is from like 20 years ago, and that's playing it modest. Now you guys may be saying, holy moly, Cody, you only sound like you're maybe 20, 25. Little secret. I'm about double that age. I sound quite a bit younger than what I really am. Like the AI are doing better with the hills now than what they were previously. Oh my goodness, they'd be going up stuff at 20 miles an hour. TX Mods update group there, Martin. That's where I got mine from. I'm not joining any groups on Facebook only because with the fan page that I have, I literally had to link that to an account with my real life name on there. Now, granted, yes, my real life name is not Coda. I will tell you guys it is Brian, but I am not going to reveal my last name. And if I join groups, it's my real name that gets shown, not Amazing ATS. I have never had to use my engine brake this much going up hills. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm probably a little bit on the more doing things that you're not supposed to be doing side, such as tailgating, but the AI is being notoriously slow. Guys are curious what 136 is going to look like, look at your screen right here. The only thing that I did that you guys may not have, for those who do like the bloom, that's the glow around objects. I've actually got mine turned all the way down. You can adjust that in the config file. I have mine currently set at 0.3 and the default setting is 1. 1 just makes too much of a halo around objects. The 0.3 for me, I've been playing with it, actually ends up working very well.
Turn left.
And I still got 5 hours of drive time left. I know I started the day out on a full hours, but I thought we were getting close to needing to stop. Oh, that was just a paint job that I threw on it. It wasn't even a metallic paint job, to be honest with you there, Martin. November 7th there, get the best in life, and more than likely I'm going to say it's going to release around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my guess, so it's pretty much the end of their workday is. That's the way it happened with Washington. With Utah, I can see it being the same thing.
Turn right.
And cost will be the same as Washington, Oregon, New Mexico, $11.99 USD. Right now I'm thinking the only state that's going to be more than $11.99 or even a bundle, I'm thinking is going to be Texas. That's even if they raise the price. I mean, it's not a guarantee, it's just my speculation. That would be the only state, just due to the sheer size of Texas itself. run it offline on my other profile, Martin. It looked alright, to be honest with you. There were some issues that I had with it. Not so much, it wasn't FPS loss or anything. It was just trying to get loads going that were staying in Idaho. That's what my issue was. I couldn't get anything to stay inside Idaho. No idea on Road to the Black Sea. I mostly play ATS, not ETS2. But pretty much now that we've got a confirmation of Utah, there should be a whole bunch of RTTBS's blogs coming out very shortly, as that map team is now gonna be pretty much, it's gonna be showcasing that. Now, there was a stream yesterday that went to some castle in Romania. I did not watch that. I basically was hunkering down because the weather here was extremely bad. And never in my life have I had a tornado watch on Halloween. And then the rain yesterday, oh my goodness. And it probably dumped about 4 inches of rain here in 3 hours. It was nasty. Oh, you mean like that halo around objects there? And right now I am not using any graphics mods. I'm on the 136 beta. I am running SMAA at Ultra, 400% scaling. Competition with Siege Jr. Literally in my home state of Pennsylvania. You get to Harrisburg and go east into Jersey, all you see are Wawas. You go basically Harrisburg, Hershey area, go west, all you see are sheets. So basically they're warring with each other, especially in the eastern side of Pennsylvania. Oh yeah, I'm definitely a sheets person. And it's bad, between the town that I live in and one that's maybe 2 miles away, there is 4 sheetses around where I live. And all within like 10 minutes of my house. And some of them are pretty much right down the road. Hey King, how's it going today? I'm very curious what the oil field industry is going to be like in Utah. And the next 6 days they're going to go by slowly, basically, now that we've got the confirmation of the release date. But the best news about next Thursday, I basically work 1 hour in the morning and that is it. And I still won't be streaming until the evening. I probably will be messing around in Utah pretty much the entire afternoon, get some dinner and relax a little bit, then we'll start streaming. And during next Thursday stream, we'll be doing that giveaway. And King, I am doing awesome like a possum. When does this load do? Thursday. Holy moly. We can basically crawl along and we'll make it. That's the completely rebuilt Swift truck, crash and roll stunt team, can't remember bleep today, pretty much take your pick. But we do need to find ourselves a rest area. We are yawning and need some Z's. I'm sure you are definitely not the only one. I had just mentioned a few moments ago the next 6 days are going to go by slow. I'm going to have other things to keep my mind busy too, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Did you watch the teaser video that was on the Steam store page for Utah? If you haven't, give it a watch. There's no clues really in there in regards to like any trucks that are coming. But just the way that they composed the video and did everything, it looks fantastic. we got the bypass, but pretty much this is going to be a Lowe's over here because of a mod that I am running. We're going to have to pull in there and get ourselves some sleep.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
And this is probably going to be the smallest loves that you
Get
guys
ready to
will
turn
ever
right.
see.
Turn right.
Well, even some of the loading screens here in game are now showing Utah, and I'm not sure basically if they're trying to generate more interest or not, but I do know next weekend is also a free play weekend for those games that you don't have, so maybe ATS will pick up some users. Got the bypass, I'm just waiting. I just need the trigger here for the rest area, and I thought I got it, but apparently I didn't. Okay, and I don't care how we are in here, well, we just need to get some sleep. And I am not going to worry about fuel. We're probably going to end up getting that in Nevada.
Go straight.
And I am not sure why that says 9:45 at night, but yet it still looks daylight out. I mean, I think I just kind of ran into a little bit of a bug there. Hey Nathaniel, how's it going? Now, one thing I am going to mention here, graphics-wise, looking at the flares that you guys see there, how that star pattern is, if that is not in the game by default, I do have a mod active that makes the flares look like that, and that is a 1974 W900A from the Steam Workshop. If you just leave that active, it makes the lighting in the game look a whole lot better. No, Coda is not my real name. Real name is Brian. I mentioned it on the stream earlier. Just Coda is an online name that I have been using forever, and it kind of stuck. And darn it, I thought we were going to Lakeview first, but nope, Coda is being stupid, and we're going all the way down to Kingman. To be honest with you, Nathaniel, you don't want to use the term good buddy. Back in the day when I was driving, I mean, I don't care about this, to be honest with you, I'm just mentioning it, but the term good buddy reference to someone who is gay. Hey Steve, what's up today? Miles, happy TGIF to you. No, Wayne, I'm just saying the term good buddy back when I was driving referred to someone who was. This day and age, I really don't care, to be honest with you. I'll be point blank. I don't care as long as it's not racist and you guys are not putting a certain person down. I pretty much am far from as PC as you will get. I mean, today's generation's quote-unquote snowflakes, if you will, and they have some serious issues. Yeah, Halloween's day over though, Miles. Utah will be out November 7th, Steve. So, on or before the 7th, which is next Thursday, we will get the full release of 136, as this is the compatibility update for Utah. Can't have Utah without this. All 7 truck manufacturers here in the States do have a signed license. So yes, Nathaniel, Mac is coming. Just got to be patient. Now, which truck that we're going to be getting, I mean, I hear people say it could be the Granite. Others that are saying it is the Pinnacle or the CHU, basically the same truck, or even the Mac Anthem. Take care, Flyman. Have yourself a good one. I could give two craps about anybody streaming Utah. I don't want it ruined for me, so I am not going to watch any previews from Squirrel, Jeff, or anybody who has the content. Those guys just literally, in my opinion, and nothing against them, first and foremost, nothing against any other YouTuber who does have Utah. I just feel that they spoil too much of the state for everybody, so when you actually buy it, nothing is a surprise to you. I think that's the wrong way to go about things.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Even on the store page for Utah, they were going into Salt Lake City today. Like, the developer, SCS, had someone make a 2-hour video or whatnot. I immediately, when I saw that, minimized that window that was playing. As I said, I don't want to be surprised. I'd rather be surprised than have everything already known to me when I get my hands on the state Thursday. Oh no, not salty, I just don't want anything spoiled for me. It's that simple.
Get ready to turn left.
And I'm first and foremost, I am not like other YouTubers. You don't see donation links, you don't see super chat
Turn
enabled.
left.
I don't do this for the money. I am in this for a community, and that is it. If I wanted to, I could have donation links to Streamlabs, PayPal me, Super Chat. But there's enough people who already do that, who use those donations to upgrade their computer, buy a sim rig, buy a new steering wheel, or whatnot. And I'd rather pay for that stuff myself. It's not for you guys and donations to pay for. So I will never ask any of my viewers to pay for any of my computer upgrades, literally setup upgrades, nothing like that. That's all out of my own pocket.
Stay right, and then exit right.
And if someone has a problem with that, well, you get the good old one finger salute, because I don't give a
Exit
damn.
right. Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
And just a salty person, Wayne, if you will. And he literally, I believe he's no longer on YouTube, or he's so busy he cannot upload. Casket Man. That person was salty. And he did not like anything that SCS ever did. And so that's my definition of salty. I don't have any issues with SCS or anybody for that matter. I'm trying to make myself different and stand out from other YouTubers. I did watch a video not too long ago about like 5 different TV show trucks that were, or movie trucks that were all together at the same time. So you had one from Moving On, the W900A from Smokey and the Bandit, the BJ and the Bear KW. What else was there that was on there? But I thought they were owned by private owners anymore. Okay, gotcha, Nathaniel. A place called Trucker Heaven, the W900 from Smokey and the Bandit, along with the dual truck are sitting there. Gotcha. And I know my little rant earlier probably got me a bunch of dislikes. To be honest with you, I really don't care. I mean, I will definitely call out FTG. You really think that all those donations that he gets, literally most of those don't go into his pocket. But then nearly everyone who donated on his stream paid for that sim rig and everything else that he has. 40-inch monitors, the sim rig, the Thrustmaster wheel was pretty much given to him by a Thrustmaster sponsorship. I mean, more power to him. But you should not be using your viewers as guinea pigs to pay for something that you want. That's what I have a problem with. agree with me, they may disagree. They are, of course, entitled to their own opinions. I am just different in mine because there's enough people who do the donations and, if you will, quote unquote, begging for donations or money. I want to be someone different, and that's why none of that is on my stream. This is the W900 that's included with the game. Now, granted, my interior is going to look a little bit different. Mostly the dashboard computer and the gauges, that is from mods that I am using. It's also a mod. It's a Caterpillar 3406E. The horsepower today is 550 on it. If you're interested in rear end gearing, we're running an 18 speed, 1850 on the torque, 336s.
Get ready to turn right.
You're welcome there, like sheepdogs. I appreciate you joining in. And right now we are in Nevada on our way down to Kingman, Arizona. Yes, it is a W900L. going through the desert in the middle of the night at 70 miles an hour. If I was doing this in real life, I would not be doing 70. I'd probably be doing more like 65 or so. And then you get stuff like that to where if you're not paying attention, you would actually roll the truck over. I'm kind of lucky I didn't. Hey Jess, how's it going today? No worries about being late. Darn it, that light just had to change. Although if I wanted to be an idiot, I could have went through, but I didn't. It seems like anymore when it comes to road construction, especially on 2-lane roads, this is the only random event that you see is the 1 lane closed and you gotta stop. Very seldom are you seeing like cars pulled over, or maybe even a car fire or the remnants of it. A place where you normally don't find a Jersey barrier. There's a car that actually runs into one as a random event, so, and don't get me wrong, it breaks up the monotony of not seeing anything. The biggest news is a confirmed release date for Utah, which is November 7th. And on November 7th, of course, I will be buying that. And during my stream that night, I will be doing a giveaway for a copy of Utah right in the stream itself. Oh, you're welcome, Jess. kind of see what I mean about this random event. This is like all that we see anymore is this construction area with one lane closed. Mississippi, it is not on console, it's on PC. I believe Harvin is still working on that, Martin. Frank Peru also has one, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. If Frank Peru releases his and it's free, don't download it unless you want to be sent into lag heaven. Well, it's the same as any Frank Peru mod, is they are literally FPS eaters. And that's why you've got Galimum. Let me switch back to interior view here. It'll be a little bit easier for you guys to hear. Galimum, with the exception of the Mac Anthem, which Harvin took over and updated. A lot of Frank's trucks have been updated and optimized by Galimum because they are FPS eaters. Now, the T880 that was recently uploaded, the VNLs that are on the workshop, even the International LT. Although the LT wasn't as bad as the previous ones, if you ran those straight from Frank himself, literally your FPS would be about half of what it normally is. It was that bad.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
From Brian C. Apparently that's going to be a paid mod now, and it will be available once completed through Viking Mods on Facebook. Oh, wow, you had to stop and slow down, didn't you? yeah, the fall sale is now going on, and I believe next weekend is going to be the Steam Free Play Weekend, so where you can actually download the games and play full versions all next weekend if there's anything that you want to try out. There's probably going to be a limit on some games. I'm not sure if SCS is going to be participating with ATS or ETS2. Just wait to find out more news next week. Oh, they really need to do something with this type of random event, though. This is 4 of them that we've gotten just within, like, say, the last 10 minutes here on stream. This one occurs way too much. Still 250 miles down to Kingman. I was very curious on how long it was going to take us. If we were going to have to stop one more, or if we were going to be able to make it during this driving cycle here. And we've got 2 hours and 1 minute left of drive time, so we are going to have to stop again. As you guys can see, the load is due Thursday morning from 1 a.m. to just after 5. Well, standard time, seeing that it's Wednesday, 8:30 in the morning, yeah, we're going to be there way early. Pull in this rest area right up here and catch some Z's. Did I apparently miss the entrance? Apparently I did. Let's see if we can tuck in here. We on the rocks or something? Guess what? We're cheating.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Okay, we're in there. You guys didn't see that. Hey, Ron, how's it going today? Oh, look at that sunset. That is one of the better sunsets that I have seen in game. Just the way the colors get to the outsides there, your reds and purples, that is just stunning. Well, if I knew my left from my right, that would be good too. Apparently I don't. Yep, and I will not watch him, Squirrel, or anybody who has an early copy of Utah. I don't want things spoiled for myself. And someone earlier said I was salty because I won't watch them. No, I'm not salty. It's a personal preference. I don't want things ruined. I want to be literally surprised when I go to the Kennecott copper mine. I don't want Salt Lake City ruined or anything like that. And I must have really pissed off a snowflake if he said I was salty. How about that? We just got ourselves a driving award. That's right, we haven't got one on stream in a while. I have not been in multiplayer in forever, but of course right now every single profile that I have, including my multiplayer profile, is on 136. So, and I do have backups, but this close to a release of Utah and final version 136, I am not going to go back. lot of people are that way, Tommy, and I don't want things spoiled. And I mean, I understand why SCS gives pre-release copies to how they're really not press, but then you would call them more influencers, like Squirrel and Jeff Fabiano. Probably Clumsy got an early copy too. I understand why SCS does that, because they want people watching the videos, generate interest and whatnot. But the downside, like I said, is things get spoiled for everybody, and that's why I don't want to watch it. Was bad enough looking at the Utah release trailer that was on Steam. It's on the blog too, since that blog post was done earlier today. In addition, that video looked it was great. I mean, not a whole lot of Utah was spoiled. There was just enough there to whet your appetite, so you kept going back for more. Now what we need is that car actually on fire, like the trailer fire that's in ETS2 with nothing around it. That would have been a kick-ass random event. I believe we're going to get, I can agree with you there, Matt, next year, especially after the release of Utah, literally Idaho is going to be needed. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. So the two states that I see us getting next year is going to be Idaho and Colorado, and I'm going to say Texas by Christmas 2021. And remember, guys, right now, the last two states that connect to the base game are going to be Idaho and Utah. Even on a state that does not connect to the base map itself, you are still able to buy that DC and DLC and go to it, simply because you are able to buy garages now via an online garage purchase. And even if you don't have the ability to buy a garage, what you can do is there's going to be one city inside each state that you're able to generate quick jobs from. So, and there are ways around it. So say you have the base game, don't want to buy Oregon, don't want to buy New Mexico, but you want to buy Washington. Well, there you go. You can do it that way.
Stay right, and then exit right.
And you guys noticed why I didn't get off down there. That's because there was a detour back there. So what we need to do is we need to jump on 15 here and go another way to get through Vegas. And yes, with Utah, Interstate 15 will be completed from San Diego all the way up to Salt Lake City. What has interest me, though, is going to be Interstate 84. I mean, that runs right through the southern part of Idaho, and it is going to be needed.
Turn left.
Idiot, you're gonna sit there, I'm gonna go. I simply want Texas because it's the biggest state. I mean, granted, we're not going to be getting, I don't think we're going to be getting Alaska anytime soon, but getting the biggest state in the lower 48 done, they just get smaller from there and everything's become faster. I mean, Montana, it's a big state,
continue straight.
but there is not a whole lot up there either.
Go straight. Stay right.
What I would like to see as an addition to the game is that right in front of us, your dually pickup trucks and a car hauler, something like that, get some hot shot hauling done. Oh yeah, definitely Texas too. There's going to be a lot of livestock in Texas. I mean, if there isn't, it's like, what kind of research did SCS do? But just from what I saw with Utah of what they're going to be doing, they definitely are doing their research and making things right the first time through so they don't have to go back and correct it. And the engine is a Cat 3406E as in Echo. One of the better sounding engines with Creechbomb's engine mod for sure.
Go straight. Stay left, and then turn left.
I'm going to let you guys know also, one thing that I am doing here, I am running no graphics mods. However, you're wondering, well, Cody, you've got nice looking flares on all of your lights. Here's a little secret on how to get that done. You don't even need to run the truck. Download the W900A 1974 off the Steam Workshop. Have it activated at the bottom of your mod list. You can keep everything else on top of it, and you will have flares that look exactly like this. The bad side is, of course, since it's a mod, cannot be used in multiplayer. I am not running any reshade like I used to. Everything that you're seeing here is basically a base game. See ya, Ron. Have yourself a good one. And I'm going to be very curious, did they add in Mesquite, Arizona as a scenic town for running along 15 through that northwest corner of the state? Because it's actually right on the border with Nevada, to be honest with you. I've been through there, but they're Interstate 15 through there. And I believe they're going to be doing it on 1-to-1 because it's only like a couple of miles in real life, to where you've got like rock clips on each side of the interstate. It looks absolutely fantastic in the real world. And if they do that justice here in the game, I'm going to be in heaven. Yeah, hopefully it is the Anthem when we do get a Mack truck in game. mean, I would love for it to be the anthem. DLCs that I have, which is all of them, Martin, I ran from Bellingham to Hobbs, New Mexico, a little over 2,100 miles. I did do a stream on that. It took about 2.5 hours. The lower 48 completed, can you imagine going from Seattle to, say, Key West? I mean, that's going to be quite the trip. Part of that trip that I took, Martin, was actually going through Nevada because it's not interstate, it's all 2-lane road. And you're not going to see any pre-pass lights lighting up on here. We're going to listen to the beeps to see if we have to pull in or not. And yes, we do. And the reason why my pre-pass is not working is you guys are looking at it right there, the dashboard mods that I am running. They are not updated for 136, so it does break the pre-pass that we've got. It's really not a big deal. I know what the sounds mean. And not even close to being overweight. Gotta like that. Oh, going through that little twisty turny section in Oregon is no picnic either. Not going to drive up to Page, however, I am going to cam there so we can take a look at the Glen Canyon Dam that's going to be in the game. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. If it looks as good as what it is here once we get Utah, you're going to salivate. Yeah, that hasn't. I haven't found an updated version of that since like maybe 130.
Stay left, and then turn left. Turn left. Turn right. It's all over now.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Alright, there's that. Let's get it daylight outside. And then it's pouring. Yeah, we don't want rain. There we go, much better. Alright, and we've got what we got here is, of course, Page, Arizona, but looking right over there, you guys can see it right in the middle there. Once we get a little bit closer, you're going to see the Glen Canyon Dam on the right. It looks very similar to the Hoover Dam. And don't worry about any holes in the map, that's because I'm not zoomed in really on that part. And there we go, the Glen Canyon Dam and Bridge, and dozing because, of course, I have fatigue simulation turned on. Let's shut that off here very quick so that doesn't happen again. Cars actually do move on the bridge. We can actually, I'm not sure where the X's is at, but we'll go ahead and go along the road here a little bit and see how far we can actually get into Utah. Yeah, so right here is the Arizona state line. And right there, the entering page. And of course the Glen Canyon Visitor Center. Oh, I'm sorry, that was not the state line. This right here is the Arizona Port of Entry way station coming into Arizona from Utah. So yeah, it was kind of my bad there. All right, and this is the recreation area. Basically nothing but desert. And of course, that picture there of the Welcome to Utah, that is of Monument Valley. And so the rendering and stuff that you guys are seeing right now, this is probably going to look a little bit different once we get Utah, since I don't have access to the DLC, which is no big deal. There's like dirt roads all through everything over there. I just wonder if any of that is drivable. I have no idea. Yeah, and that's as far as we can go for right now. So I wonder if we're actually getting up towards like the Kanab area, if that's even how you say it properly. I do hope so. So it looks like we do have a little bit of sound effects here from the dam. Sounds more like, I mean, it's water running in a way, but definitely it doesn't sound like water either. And the one thing that kind of irks me is the power lines up there, and they're going right into the ground. And chances are that's because I don't have Utah. So we'll see what happens once we get Utah, if that looks any different down in here. Alright, but I am going to call it quits here for this Friday evening. I do want to thank you guys for watching first and foremost. If you did enjoy today's stream, as always, leave a thumbs up. If you're already not subscribed, go ahead and slap that red subscribe button. Upcoming next Thursday is going to be my first look at Utah, as I'm not going to watch anything from streamers who do have that, like Jeff Fabiano, Squirrel, Clumsy. I'm going to be watching none of their content. We're going to be taking a look at it once I get it, and during that stream next Thursday, I will be giving away a copy of Utah. I will definitely have some more information on that later on next week as we get closer. But as I said, have a great Friday night, guys. As always, keep that shiny side up, and we'll see you on the flip-flop.